We are going to walk for some time. Yesterday I recorded a very long video. It actually was more like a talk for an hour, and because I don't have an ability to edit here, I decided to try again and make it shorter, because it's very important information and I want you guys to actually listen to it. Whoever you are and how many of you, I have no idea or control about it. And I'm gonna put out what insights I had in the last couple of days, basically in about 20 minutes or so. If I will make it even shorter than that, that's just praise for me, for my mind that can structure the information that comes through this mind. So we are going to walk to, let me show you. So we are going to walk to that direction where, let me see if I can do it, to, yes, okay, so you see those dinosaurs over there? We are going over there to the dinosaurs. So what I got through living on the earth, literally, for the couple of months, basically car camping, that means that as soon as I wake up, I am on the earth because I don't have a kitchen or any other means to make my coffee inside the vehicle. I don't have a van or a rig, a big rig, and I love it. I love because I am constantly outside on this amazing earth, the desert. I end up here because it was getting cold. I was about to go actually to Colorado and Utah. It became very cold. I decided to change my plans and very loose plans and go south. So I went south to New Mexico and then Arizona and now California. And mostly it's desert. This is again high desert, which is elevated to about 2,000 feet. So you have some cactuses here. It's beautiful, beautiful. So I am having these insights. Sometimes it's a lot of download at one time. I can call it download just because I was a computer programmer before, systems analyst, and the word download is talking to me in the right way. It is a download because it's some kind of information that comes into your being, sometimes in words and sometimes in pictures. And if it comes in complete experience, pictures, and you live it through you, it's a download. Now you need to unpack it, basically. Unpack. And it seems like my mind is this unpacking mechanism. I get this kind of experience of living something through and through, and then the mind turns that into words, into verbal expression, which I am trying to get now. So that was almost 5 minutes me just coming to what I want to say. And there is 4 parts in what I want to say. So let me tell you what it is about. It's about why we are feeling so disconnected, so lost, that we are listening to those who are around us who don't know, or we're listening to the information that given to us by government or TV, media, which is kind of connected, the whole deal. And we are making wrong decisions, even regarding something very innate to us, our health. We are making absolutely wrong decisions, and then a couple of years later, we understand this. So I was thinking how to give to you guys this information in a way so you understand the mechanism why it's happening, and so you can change that and don't make wrong decisions for yourself. So why don't we trust our own intuition, our own feeling? Why we need to listen to somebody else, something else, and make these decisions? And so I had an experience, and I realized that it is because 4 different reasons, and maybe more. I just got the 4. And they are, imagine they are like 4 legs of a table. And if you have all of these foundations, the table is very stable. If you have 3 legs or 2 legs, you can really position a table, but it won't be that stable. And at some point, the table will be unable to be a table. And that's when you need help from outside of this structure to hold it. So the first reason why we don't trust ourselves and why we feel lost and need help in guiding us what to do, how to feel, what's right and what's wrong, is because we don't have ancestral knowledge. We don't. Imagine all those ancestors, all that lines, bloodlines, DNA lines that are behind us. And there are thousands of years of human history and experiences, and knowing that before was couple of thousands years ago was transmitted from generation to generation. It's basically our ancestors lived on Earth for thousands of years, those experiences, and were transmitting them through different means, through a direct connection, through fairy tales, through myth, through performances, and we lost it. So now we are standing And we don't have that solid foundation under our feet. We don't. We are wobbly. We are unsure because we don't have that to rely on. We don't have that solid foundation that we can trust. The families, the old families on this planet, they know their history. They make sure that every generation will get the full transmission from the previous generation. And that's why they have the power they have, because they have a solid foundation to stay on all that knowledge from the ancestors. I felt like my voice went too high for the recording. All that knowledge that about consciousness, about how do you transmutate consciousness, about human ways, about what's this planet is about different human beings that are on this planet, why we are here, the knowledge, what is our purpose. They have this knowledge, and that's why they have power. And we just wobbly because we are not supported by all the knowledge of our ancestors, which is out there. We just were cut off from all that. And now, yeah, let's not go into now because I will go again for 1 hour. The second reason why we are not sure how to make our own right for us decisions is because we don't have enough experience. Some of us do, some of us don't. So those who do, who lived a lot of life, put a lot of effort, put time into this, into different experiences that they are lived, and they value these experiences, they value their effort, they value their time, they value all the insights, all the teaching that came from those experiences that they lived. Those people, at least they have that leg of a table. They have that solid foundation of their own experiences that they can rely on it because they lived it. They lived it. It's enriched their whole being. It's made their being fuller, richer, more. They can trust it more because the weight of the consciousness is expanded through those experiences. And those experiences they live themselves, in themselves, so they can trust it. They know it. We know it. Whoever lived enough experience in life. And that's why the years lived matter. Young people, mostly, they just don't have enough experience. People who cushions themselves in life, they set all their years on the internet. Or they were behind somebody who were making decisions for them. Their husband, their parents, not enough living experience, not enough lived experience. You can't really trust your own experience if you lived a cushioned life. And a lot of spiritual seekers in non-duality, especially, I found, or maybe it seems like this to me, did not have enough experience in life, because most of their experience basically went into seeking enlightenment, seeking awakening, while not even having enough weight in being and doing. Just basically trying to fill the void of that with seeking. Trying to bypass all that human living by seeking to get out of the humanness. So sorry guys, not enough experience. And that's why when 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, this ease that we were presented came, and I don't know how it came, how it was created. I don't care about the details. What I care about is that everybody believed that bullshit. Most of the people in non-duality and those who call themselves spiritual, very spiritual people, they fell into believing the biggest bullshit I ever heard. A mask is a sign of love. How amazing that vision created and put into heads of so many people, especially who call themselves spiritual people. That actually spoke to them. Well, somebody really is brilliant who came with this, or something is brilliant. We don't know who is creating all these circumstances right now on Earth, but let me see if it's recording. Yes. So the whole world became mask world and then wax world, and apparently a lot of people fell into this because they didn't have enough experience to know that these things are actually can be approached in a different way. Strengthen your immunity to these things. Because in a modern world, we are disconnected even from diseases. We disconnected from viruses. We just disconnected. Everything is so like plastic. So when something comes, we're like, oh my God, this is like a deadly thing. And I'm going into the next reason why we do this, make wrong decisions for ourselves and don't trust our own intuition. Because a lot of people in a relationships that they can't trust even their relationship, even the union between a female and male energy. They don't have it. They have some kind of surface-based relationship based on conveniences, money, responsibilities together, but they don't really have this communion between male and female energy in the right way, where you can actually trust that. And maybe separate, they are not complete, but together they are. And then another reason, the fourth reason, is we don't have right mentors. We don't have right teachers. We don't have right elders at this point, and we listen to teachers that don't know themselves. They themselves disconnected. They disconnected from their ancestors. They disconnected from this relationship with the opposite energy, sexual energy. They don't have this communion of feminine and masculine to rely on. And I'm not talking about everybody, but a lot. Most of the non-duality teachers actually fell into this kind of bullshit story about Corona beer. It's not going to be 20 minutes, it's already 21 minutes, and we didn't even come to dinosaurs yet. Okay. I guess half of the people will drop from this video, which is okay. Maybe they don't need this information. Maybe they're not connected with this information. Maybe they need another messenger, a different messenger with a different way of delivering maybe the same thing. And some of the people will stay, and we are going to dinosaurs, okay? I promise you. So many of us, and when I say many of us, I don't want to disconnect myself and present myself like something different. So the way I talk is including myself, because I lived all kinds of different ways, different experiences, and I was suppressed, I was conformed, I was listening, I was following, I was a follower, and I was all kinds of different things. And then I lived the courageous experiences, the coming from suppression, conforming experiences, conquering the fears in myself. But I'm not much different. I'm just like a human being, just like anybody else, basically. And I like this way because I don't need to construct any identity bigger than life. Being a good woman, being a good human being, somebody who actually just live their own life in a way that is unique, using the faculties of the mind that were given to me, and putting them to service. That's my bag. So where we were, 4 legs of a stable structure, ancestral knowledge, your own experience in this lifetime. The relationship, the true relationship with your partner that you can trust, and the right mentor, the right elder on the way. And maybe there are other reasons why we are wobbly and lost without these. Maybe there are other reasons. I just got 4. But I got the remedy too. So, yeah, we are so disconnected. We are so lost. What to do? And here's what I got. Here is what I got, people, my friends, whoever is listening. I really appreciate you, because without you, I would not have energy to record. I would not have energy to transmit. You are giving me energy. I know you will be listening, and this is so valuable for me, because you put your time, I put my time, and together we doing something very worthy of a human life. To question this, so to speak, reality, or whatever it is, and to get to the truth is very worthy of a human life. And so the remedy I got is where we can tap in, where we can tap in and trust that. We need something that we trust. That's important, because if we don't trust that, we won't believe what's coming from that. So what we can trust? We can trust the nature. The nature, we know that the nature is not a simulation, the nature is not made up by AI or whatever people know how this reality is created. The nature, it's created by Creator. And so we are. We are created by Creator. And the nature created by Creator. Can we trust the nature? Yes, we can trust the nature. And how we benefit from it is that if we only get ourselves in a nature in a right way for long enough, that the nature starts to transmit into us. It's actually will start to transmit. We will get the feeling of being guided. We will have the feeling of deep safety, of being held, of being nurtured, of being healed. You will feel that. You just need to give it a try. You just really need to go into nature and spend some time. And we are totally disconnected from nature. We spend our lives in the apartments, in the houses, on a computer, going from the house to the work, to a car, into the car, and then drive, and then we are at work, and then we go back home. And even if we go on a weekend somewhere into nature, into park or whatever, it just doesn't work. Guys, you have to put the time. You have to really put the time and energy and focus before nature will start to actually transmit into you, to talk to you. But would you would you ask important question your non-dual teacher or your spiritual teacher or the nature? Yes, it will take more time in nature. Maybe you need to spend a week or a month or maybe a few days. I don't know what is for you. And the more you go, the more actually you make this connection. The more you commune with nature, union, it's union. The more you are in union with nature, the faster you will get that information. So instead of, and I'm going to about this because there will be in the future, there will be again times when you will be standing in front of a question, in front of a choice, which will be so important for you. Please don't ask and trust those sources that you trusted and asked before, because they did not support you in the right way. Go into nature, spend time. Just keep the question, keep the inquiry alive, keep it open. Just go there and have no agenda, but just say to yourself, I'll go and I stay in the forest or by the river, and I will just sit and look and just watch the nature with my question inside and see what I will get back. I guarantee, guys, whatever you get back, you can trust that much more than you were when you put your trust into people and sources of information, including conspiracies like QAnon or whatever how you pronounce that, I don't know. But a lot of mainstream media is all rigged. The conspiracies are lots of it rigged. None of the conspiracies have a full truth. It's a partial truth. So that's why a lot of people don't trust it. And they write that they don't trust it. They just don't know what to trust. Instead, they trust mainstream media, which is complete balonies. Complete balonies. So don't trust the sources of information that will prove you later on that they were wrong and they misleaded you. And by that time, there are things that you can't change. Don't do that, okay? Trust the nature. Come and look at the rocks. Come and look at the birds, at water running, at insects. Feel the air. Look at the mountains. Whatever nature is around you. I happened to be in a desert. Just because of the temperatures, I came here. And I just opened up. I didn't have a specific agenda at all. I just wanted to get out of civilization, out of town, out of any Sorry guys, I'm going to this big dinosaur and it took my attention. So I was talking about no agenda. It's important because if you have an agenda, then you're missing a lot of things that is happening around you because they just not in that algorithm of your agenda. So just try to be completely open. Whatever happens, maybe nothing will happen. Maybe really nothing will happen. That's the mind thinks. Nothing is happening. It's so boring. Nothing is happening. I don't have any information coming. Let's do some practice. Let's do some ritual. That's when you lose it. You lose that innocence. And the true knowledge can only given to an innocent mind. If you remember, beginner's mind, right? Somebody wrote a book on beginner's mind before. So there are all kinds of dinosaurs here, and I'm not going to walk to all of them because they scattered through this area. I came actually here. It was very dark and I didn't even see where I parked, and then in the morning I saw all this. It was very unexpected, believe me. And that's what's happening when you don't have an agenda or you don't really try to manipulate reality, manipulate the experience. You just leave it, leave the experience. I was trying to zoom in, didn't work. I need good recording equipment, which I don't have at the moment. I bought some things which broke. So I'm still with old iPhone 8 trying to record a video that I want people to watch. And I know that this is not a good recording in terms of the technology. And I apologize for that. I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to talk more. I'm trying to record more and put it out there and improve. I will improve with time. So if you have interest in what I'm putting out, just stick with me and give me a break about the quality of recording. I will improve. I promise. So I guess I will just finish on this because I can go into other areas, but I don't want this to get too long again. So my perfectionist will come out and say, Elena, you can't post so long video. People have people's time are valuable. You value your time and value people's time also. So I'm going to finish on this one. Let me I had a hat too today. Till next time, guys. Thank you so much for listening.